Yay Media Group.
Everybody, and welcome back to the Real Talkin' Podcast. Y'all know I am with my favorite guest on the planet, my baby. What's up?
What's going on, man?
You muscle man.
I'm just bringing a little bit. Here to this lovely podcast.
Y'all, baby, it is so funny. It is like everybody's rolling their eyes at us because we're so lovey-dovey. But I'm so thankful. You know what? Listen, so we're going to get into it, y'all. We both got our workout outfits on today. Look how cute this outfit is. What? We got our workout outfits on. He's rocking his rtkstyle.com, God's guy.
What number is that? 99? Yeah, I got
99 reasons to love me.
Yeah. 99 problem, but yeah, I ain't
one of them.
I ain't got one. Yeah, you're right.
We ain't got one.
Ain't got one.
I'm so excited, baby, because we are in our 50s. And people we started in May, Snatched with RTK.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And we had 5,000 plus people join the challenge. And we have people that are still on this challenge.
They are.
I have lost 21 pounds since May, and I was already kind of fine. So now I'm just snatched, still doing it. And so many people are watching us, not only in our new life and in our marriage, but also in health.
Right.
And I can attribute my joy, my happiness. I love you better because I have taken back my power with my body. And so we're going to get into it today, and you've been the greatest motivator for me. And so we're going to give y'all some tips. We're going to give y'all some incredible ideas on how to take your life back. Some of y'all feel like that you have so far to go. I know what it's like to feel like you've got so much weight to lose that why even try? And it's just starting one day at a time. It is just putting feet to your faith and changing your ways. And so I'm so excited you're here. You can find out all these details. We've got micro mentorship that starts August the 7th. It is business. We're teaching you how to become a millionaire, teaching you how to begin your business. Some of you don't know what your purpose is. You need to get in micro mentorship. You can go to rtkmentorship.com and get in that program. If you're like, man, I can't sign up till the middle of August, that's okay, because you can go back and watch all the replays. And you can also visit realtalkkim.com and find out everything about us. You can find out about the church that we're so honored to pastor, Limitless Church, 1653 Highway 85 South, Fayetteville, Georgia, 30215. We're across from
Whitewater High School.
Whitewater High School. And man, we got so much excitement going on there. Are you so excited about that?
Oh, I am.
Man, Sundays are lit around Limitless, and I'm so excited about the excitement in the air, the joy, the breakthrough we're experiencing. And so what I would love for you to do before we get into...
It's like I'm back at the club.
The club for Jesus.
Yeah, tell the club.
The Holy Ghost party, because the Holy Ghost party don't stop. Ain't no party like a Holy Ghost party. So if you would be so kind right now, if you would go to wherever you're watching this from or listening, go to the top button, wherever you're whatever platform this is, and push that subscribe button. On YouTube, you want to be a subscriber, because every single time I post a new podcast, you get notified. And so make sure you do that right now. In fact, you go ahead, do it right this second, because you'll forget, and push that subscribe button. Also, please share this with somebody. Somebody in your news feed needs this. We're going to give you very simple ways to begin, 1 foot at a time, seeing progress, seeing change. And somebody needs this, because I know, y'all, I know how hopeless it is to feel when you feel like you are menopause or premenopausal, and you're gaining weight and you don't know why. You haven't changed your eating habits. It's just life. I know the struggle. And so if this doesn't apply to you whatsoever, which I think it will, it'll apply to everybody, somebody needs it. So share this, if you would, to your news feeds, to all of your socials, and also give us a 5-star review. Baby, give them a little drip of what this podcast is going to be before we go to break.
I mean, of course, all you have to do is show up, like John P. Key. Just show up.
Just show up.
Just show up, you know. And of course, you got to be fresh too. So you need to kind of invest a little bit in that your workout, just like you do your wardrobe. So kind of, you know, whether you like Nikes, Adidas, Acer, whatever it is, kind of get you some nice drip and come in that gym and stuff. You know, you work out, you look good, you'll work out good.
Baby, I get some of my drip. Did you say Adidas?
Yeah.
Adidas.
Yeah, Dee had her Adidas on, right?
Huh?
Dee had Adidas.
Adidas, yeah. She had Adidas on.
Yeah, but Dee always
and
dripping.
she always looks dripping.
She always dripping.
I go to the thrift store and I get so much cool workout clothes. So if you go on Mondays, you get it for $1. Okay?
Or you can catch some of these guys shirts too.
On rtkstyle.com.
You know, if you want to have your shoulders out a little bit. When you get there, you get there. But still, get you some nice drip.
I love it. So y'all, go get your RTK journal. You're going to want to write down tips. We will be right back right after this break. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Today, we are discussing health, wellness, soul check.
Yes.
You are the king of health.
Right.
You know, Angelo, what was so cool was I've never been a big workout person. And I assumed, because I was in my late 40s, that I was just going to do like the rest of the world and gain weight, because I'm perimenopausal, menopause. And I started 2 years ago running, going out to the track, walking the track. I started walking. And I did it every day. I was committed. And it became literally a non-negotiable for me. Like now, even whenever I'm working and you run to the gym, I'm going to go down to the gym in our building, and I'm going to at least get on that treadmill and do something and move my body. There are people that always want us to tell them, what does our life and health look like?
I guess either before your prayer call, usually it's still at 8 o'clock. 9 times out of 10, we may probably throw in an early, depends on your schedule with all your masterminds and all your phone calls and stuff, and virtual interviews, you know, the type of normal day you have. When people have those type of days and they busy and they say, well, I can't work out in the morning. Well, some people can't. But for us, we kind of improvise a little bit. So sometimes we'll get up at 5:30, get to the gym maybe at 6 o'clock. Probably.
And y'all, I don't want to.
Yeah.
But this man, he does not let me not go to the gym.
Yeah. I mean, because our schedule is busy.
Yeah.
And then the only way you're going to execute your business deal, you need something in your life like that to keep you going and stuff. Whether you ex-military, because military, they get up, they say they do more in the morning than you do all day.
Yeah.
So just think about it.
It's like the first thing that we do simply because it starts our day off right. Yeah. Like it literally sets the tone for our day. When I don't work out, I can feel it.
Oh, yeah.
And so it sets the tone for our day. So we do make it a priority.
So at night, when you see me fixing the protein shakes, you be like, what are you doing that for?
I know he's going to make us get up at 5:30 in the morning.
And I'm like, well, you know what? You're going to execute. You're going to close every deal. We're going to work out. We're going to get a light workout. We're going to get probably 15 minutes, a little cardio into that workout. And we're going to do a little weights and stuff because, now you see more females into weights.
Yeah. I used to be, Angelo, so scared of going to the gym.
Right.
Like, I was intimidated at the gym. I was like, it's a meat market. People just stare at you. And that was my excuse for not getting in the gym. And now we both have a membership at the gym and we go together. What would you tell that person that is afraid of the gym? They're afraid to even get started. They don't know where to start. What would you tell them?
I mean, if you want to work out, somewhere in your complex and stuff like that, maybe at your home.
Which is where I started.
Yeah, and that way you can get comfortable, stay with the basic workout. So whether it's some sit-ups, like I say, just kind of doing some jumping jacks, or if you want to kind of learn to jump from rope, push-ups, and get you some 5 pounds dumbbells will probably be something as well too. That way you want to get comfortable. That way then you start learning your way around the gym, and then you can start looking at certain videos, working out in the gym.
Which is what you do a lot. You get a lot of our workouts from going and watching videos.
Oh yeah, I will look at a lot of people's video. I look at my man Dexter Jackson, the Blade, former bodybuilder. I will look at a lot of guys and stuff. And then you look at you take a lot of the cardio too, because everybody need that. As you get older, you want to keep that blood flowing too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll get on the treadmill. Like, I never even stretched.
Right.
Like, whenever when we would go into the gym, you would make us stretch, and I thought, this is so stupid. Why are we stretching? He'd waste 20 minutes over there stretching. Now I get it.
Because I used to have my back used to be hurting. I had my hip was hurting. And I was like, man, I even went to the doctor, thought I would need a hip replacement.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, because everybody that I knew was having knee replacement, hip replacement.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, thank God I didn't need no hip or anything.
And it was stretching.
It was just stretching.
And you even get on that rolling thing, that long rolling thing, and you roll your back.
Right.
Y'all, because we work out hard. He is 57 and I'm 51.
Yeah,
and man, he hates when I tell y'all his age.
I mean, think about it. Look put the camera a little closer. Look me in the eye. I mean, look, does this look like 57?
Yo!
It's like I'm saying that she's saying that it makes people 57 feel good.
You know what? It is.
I mean, what, I'm gonna have a retirement party one day?
No, we were never gonna have a retirement party.
That's
but
what I'm saying.
We're showing people that you can still get there. You don't have to. It doesn't matter where you are right now.
I know.
You don't have to be a couch potato.
But when people say I'm 57, I ain't got to do all that no more. I ain't got to do all that no more. We got people. Guess what? We got former athletes still think that because I was at this high when I was playing sports, I done all this, that I ain't got to look like this. Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
I love it so much.
You still got to be you.
Babe, we don't bring stuff in this house either.
Yeah.
Like, y'all, I like me some Captain Crunch.
Yeah.
I like me some cereal. We ain't got none in this house. If you ain't got it at your...
But we do eat some stuff, because the reason why we had to get to the gym today is because, you know what? Somebody accidentally sent some
Accidentally.
sent some cheesecake and ice cream here for me.
And you felt a need to eat all of it.
And I felt for it.
This man, y'all,
after
he eats the sweets.
After eating what? Houston's, I had
Ribs,
and then I had some leftover shrimp fried rice. So you got to work out. You can't be.
But I didn't.
You got to go sometime. You got to go hard. So I'm not putting anybody to say, well, you need to be on this strict diet. If you're going to eat like this, then you're going to need to go harder.
Yeah.
You got to go harder.
And that's a good thing that you've taught me, because in this culture, I feel like you just can't eat. Like, just don't eat. And I had to break myself of the sugar demon. Like, I love candy. You remember when I'd sneak candy?
Yeah, I remember you had those Twizzlers. I was like, man.
Yo, I would hide the bag. I would eat it and hide the bag.
I was like showing something in my hair, and I looked and stuff, and I was like, what is this red stuff in my dress?
But then what I did,
messed me up
what I did was I went and got all my blood work checked.
Yeah.
I went to to my nurse practitioner, and I got my blood work, which all of you women out there, especially in your 40s, need to just go to a nurse practitioner. $50. They will pull all of your blood work. You need to do that first. And get your blood work. They'll tell you how all your levels are. They'll tell you where your testosterone, your hormones, they'll give you all the breakdown, and then they'll tell you what you need to be taking as supplements. Then they'll tell you if you need hormone replacement. I mean, y'all, we will be thinking we crazy when our levels are off. And so I went to the doctor, and she said, you got to stop eating gluten. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I didn't listen to her. And for another year, I just kept eating what I wanted to eat. I went back. She said, you're still eating gluten. And I was like, you're right. Yeah. And what I did was, I'm going to be 52 this month. Right. And I decided to stop. I decided to go gluten-free. Y'all, when I tell you, all my sugar cravings are gone. All of my inflammation in my body is gone. I mean, my stomach used to be always tight and bloated. It's gone. My brain, the fog is gone. Like, it's like if you would just tweak your intake, your dietary, mm-hmm. it 13, 15 days, all the cravings that you got are gonna go away.
Right.
And so we eat. What do we eat during the week?
I mean, we still will have, I grab something for breakfast from Chick-fil-A, probably a breakfast bowl that would be probably like an egg and chicken.
I don't do that.
Real chicken, probably a coffee, or basic kind of just having a boiled egg before I work out, or if I eat big, I'm still burning that. So if I eat heavy, I'm gonna burn it after I leave the gym, but sometimes it would just be a protein shake.
Yeah.
So that protein shake would be my meal while I'm working out.
I used to be scared, Angelo, that protein shakes would make me fat.
Well, I mean, if you're fat, the shake ain't got nothing to do with making you fat. That's what people are like, oh, well, hold on. So you meant to tell me if you're 300 pounds and you like, protein shake should make me fat. Well, what have you been drinking all along?
Well, but what about the people I just was always afraid that they were.
Look at me.
I think that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Especially women.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to look like a man.
Yeah. The protein shakes, like you say, we're in the gym sometime, an hour and a half. We've been in there 2 hours sometime.
We also, he cooks at least once a week hamburgers.
Yeah.
And we eat them on lettuce.
Yeah.
We don't eat the bun, and it is delicious.
And we have steaks.
Yeah, I love me some steak.
The proteins and stuff, like you say.
And I'll eat broccoli with my steak.
But you're in the gym for hours. If you're not in the gym for hours, then you can't assume so much protein.
Now, I really did feel like when we first started in the gym, I was scared of weights because I didn't want to look like a man. But it's not the weight on the weights. Like if you just go get that long bar and you just do the front and you do 12 of those just on like 20.
Man, look at that.
Right? Look at my muscle. Look at that, baby. Look.
Yeah, you can't be scared of weights when you're looking like that.
You pull it down like this, 12, three reps.
Yeah.
Right? And then you do it behind your head, 3 reps.
Yeah.
Put it on the top, put it on 20, put it on 10. It's the reps that's building the muscle. Then you always have me get on the machine where you lay down on the bench and you lift it up for your behind, the lift in your behind.
Yeah.
And
the legs press.
Yep. 3 reps at 12.
Work the glute.
Yep, work the glutes.
Yeah.
And then I do the machine where you do this with your legs and then the outward. Yeah. And then I do usually 10 pounds of weights that's usually up against your wall. And we do this, we lift it like this, 12 reps. Right? 12 times, 3 reps. Mm-hmm. And then we'll do this, the same weights,
so
10,
curls.
the curls.
Yeah.
So it's literally, you figure out what you want to do in that gym. You can get in and get out in 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah. So how you want to look. So if you want to, and when you got time, full body.
Yeah.
Upper body, lower body. It's full body.
And I started with push-ups.
Yeah.
I mean, you had me doing those things. I was dying.
And what the guy say? You need to do push-ups.
He said all the men were coming in, the bodybuilders on my DMs. Get off them knees, girl. Get off them knees. I was like, shut up. Yeah, that's a pansy. I was like, give me a don't be listening to those people.
Yeah.
You do what you need to do to get yourself in the group. Now I can do them like a boy.
Now we do them like.
Now I do them like a boy with my knees up.
Now we doing it like that. Those wussies that's talking all that stuff. The little wussy.
Listen, y'all know, if y'all watch.
Now you pushing up just like that wussy, talking all that talk, all that.
I could do it, Kato.
All that wolf talk. Now we meet we met the demands. Now
I'm so proud.
we meet your demands.
I am so proud, man.
Now you're doing the push-ups.
Yeah.
Military style.
I'm doing it military
This is what military style.
He even made me start doing jump rope. I thought I was going to die. Then he would take video of me and show me with everything on my body jiggling. And I'd just be like, boy, bye. I'm thankful that I believe that if you and your spouse decide to do this together, because we're the only husband and wife in our gym.
Yeah, you don't see too many. You see a couple every now and then. But what it is that one another is fighting one another to do this. When you're trying to make both of you be great. That's all it is. I want to make you great.
Yeah.
And then you preach better.
Yeah. It's so funny. In one of my sermons, in my service Sunday, this lady was there and she's my age. And she said, girl, when you got down on your, because y'all know I'm all over that platform. I got down on my knees. She said, my knees were cracking when you got down. I can jump down and get up just like that. Nothing hurts me. But it's because I'm in the gym.
Yeah. I mean, like I say, you put that in your routine.
So I really think we should challenge everybody.
Yeah, well, we're going to challenge to bring spouse. We're going to bring spouse to the gym.
Bring your boy. Y'all, listen, I'm going to tell you something. That man does not want you out of shape. Mamas, I know you got kids. Get them kids to a park and y'all walk around that track together. Do something. Go. You know what I started? I started with putting in my Waze tracks around my house. That's how I started. Right. And I found around my house trails. Mm-hmm. And I would go get on those trails all by myself and I'd put on worship music and I would pray this before you came into my life. And you know what was so cool is if I wouldn't have started doing that, baby, you wouldn't have been interested in me. But when God was like preparing me for you because he knew you were going to be such a body conscious person that I was getting in preparation before you ever even got here.
Well, you don't know how, because it's all about as a person. How much will you accept the challenge? A lot of spouses don't want to accept the challenge from the husband and vice versa, maybe.
Because we get offended.
Yeah.
Like when y'all say something about our bodies.
I had two babies. I had a child. I'm like, what they got to do that?
Baby, I
had a child. That was like 30 years ago.
Baby, I used that excuse.
I had two kids.
I used that excuse forever. I was like, I had a baby. I had a C-section. I always said I had a C-section.
What they got to do with that?
My muscles are torn.
Yeah.
Lincoln was 18. I'm still using him as an excuse.
And that's the thing. So how would that really? Don't you think that's probably affecting the relationship a little bit?
It is because...
Don't you think that's hindering the relationship?
Because you're right.
How can I look at you a certain way when I looked at you 20 years ago and then you still get better with time the way you work out and stuff. You still gonna look better when you put on certain weight and stuff too. Because if you're at 250 and you want to get down to probably like 165, just imagine you're gonna look real good. Or you at 160 and you want to get down to 135, you're like, wow, you're gonna look real chiseled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to even eat big breakfasts. Like we would eat eggs, bacon, grits. I cut all that out.
I still do.
I don't.
I still do.
I don't. I eat me a protein bar or I intermittent fasting.
Yeah.
Intermittent fasting has changed my life. Mm-hmm. Y'all listen, do not eat after 7 o'clock at night. Oh, Kim, I'm a snacker. Stop snacking. Get you some gum. Put it in your mouth until you fall asleep. Do not eat after 7 unless you can't help it.
It's different scrolls for different folks.
Well, intermittent fasting changed my life.
It's different scrolls for different folks, and it's different body types.
Yeah.
It's all different body types.
But intermittent fasting works for everybody.
Well, I mean,
you're just trying to say that because you like to eat your desserts at midnight.
No, I mean, if it's gonna be somebody that their body type may be still athletic and they 5'11",
they still should be intermittent fasting.
Or 6'1",
they still should be intermittent fasting.
That they body type, that someone that's 6'1" is not gonna be 120
Y'all
pounds.
go Google intermittent fasting.
It's not gonna work. Somebody that's 6'1", we got girls that in the
You're saying intermittent fasting wouldn't work for them?
They're in the WNBA.
So
they're in the WNBA.
I bet you they ain't eating past 7.
They 6'3".
I bet they're not eating past 7.
Angel Reese is 6'3".
So
they're not 120 pounds. That's
intermittent fasting.
It's different body types. Don't start.
Go Google intermittent fasting.
Don't be a professional and don't act like you got your fitness license yet. Okay.
No, but intermittent fasting.
No.
Yo, I don't eat past 7, and I don't put anything in my mouth before 11 or 12.
And we're talking different scrolls for different folks. That's
intermittent
all it is.
fasting. I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna change your life. Yo, when I started intermittent fasting, I did this. It was like I was wide, and then all of a sudden my body started shifting. And really, in those 8 hours that you get to eat during the day, you can eat. Like you can eat if you're not eating past your food. How's it digesting? How are those chips, those brownies, those ice cream, all of that stuff you eat past 7? How is it digesting while you're sleeping? And another trick is when you drink your coffee, get Premier Protein to use instead of creamer. Now I use normal creamer now. Don't come at me. Don't come at me.
I would take a commercial break and go get this creamer right now that you got here. I would take. Hey, I definitely want to consult with all. You definitely want.
You got to consult with your doctor.
You got to consult with your doctor because it's different body types, like I say. But consult with.
I do like my creamer now.
But I will.
But now I'm at a great size.
I will take a commercial break and go get your creamer right now.
Yo, listen, I lost 31 pounds in a month. The way I did that was I cut out all my creamer.
I got receipts.
I stopped eating all. This was way before you came into my life.
I got receipts. I got receipts for this creamer there and stuff that have been. Can you bring some cream? Can you bring some creamer back?
I like my creamer now, but it's not dairy.
And I got some creamer.
It's no dairy.
I got the creamer in here.
It's no dairy. It's silk and it's no dairy. But I did not put that back in my coffee until I lost the weight that I wanted to. Now I maintain.
I didn't put it.
Yo, don't listen to him.
I didn't put it back.
So basically, before we go to a break, consult your doctor, ask your doctor what you can do, because sometimes you take medication, you got to eat something with medication. We all understand that. It's little tweaks. Everybody's different.
It is. And if y'all want me to tell you which creamer it is, just hit
It's almond milk silk.
Yeah.
And they never have it at our Publix because everybody loves it. It is no dairy and no sugar.
Tell them what creamer it is.
We'll be right back after this break. You are... Hey everybody, welcome back. Y'all listen to me. This man is so petty. This is not mine. I don't eat this. You eat this. He's over here telling me, what are we even doing? What are we even doing? This
used to be yours, but this is good here. It's kind of like gluten too. So
that is actually a good snack right there.
That's gluten. That's just peas.
And you get that at any grocery store.
Yeah, I like that. And sometimes, I eat good. But sometimes, I like a little hot dog and stuff with some potato chips and going to the games and stuff. I'm a baseball guy, football coming up. And my favorite teams is the Falcons and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
So basically, you're telling them moderation. Don't make yourself miserable because
No.
you yo, I'm gonna tell you, we went on a cruise last month and we ate Johnny Rockets.
Oh, gosh.
I ate onion rings.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't eat the shakes and stuff like that. I always tell myself in 5 minutes I'm not gonna remember what I just ate, and it's gonna be miserable because it's sitting on my hips. Because we have to be honest.
Yeah, we gotta be honest.
Men do not carry weight like women.
No, they don't. Well, you got some men that's got some girly figures, so they want to carry those.
You know what? The Bible says that the amount of judgment you get, you're gonna reap.
Well, my kids grown, so if they have some kids with girly figures, that's on them.
So y'all listen. Here's what we've learned today in this podcast.
If your boys have some babies and if they have a boy with a girly figure, I'm gonna work them out real hard.
I know that a lot of times, a lot of it's in our head. Don't you think it's in our head? Like, y'all, the protein situations in your head.
Oh yeah.
You even take creatine, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, I
do not take that because I think it makes you bulky.
Yeah, I mean, I take just a pre-workout sometime, and then I take something, just to kind of, even, after, for the next day, recovering, because, you soar a little bit. Like you say, I mean,
And I'm only in the gym 3 days a week.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm in there killing myself.
No.
But the key for me is not eating after 7. And if I do splurge, I'm just light the next day. I love the way I feel. Right. I love the no inflammation. Working out is a non-negotiable for me. I just have gotten in the habit of it. And if the more you do, the more you'll get in the habit of it. And start small. Even if it's just getting out and walking to your mailbox. Like doing something that's going to make you feel better. Mimi is 77 years old, baby.
Right.
And she goes to that senior center and works out 5 days a week. And she fractured her knee and she's healing so beautifully.
So fast.
Because she works out.
Keep herself, her mobility is good.
And she's got a lot of friends from that class. They go to coffee together.
But what is people's story though? How did they get there? You know what I'm saying? How do you get there? How did the people get, whether they gain weight or what's stopping them, what's holding them back?
Yeah.
For me, my story was basically I was already working out. I would get up and go to work.
When did you really start working out though?
I think I really started working out. It was kind of like, going to work, looking at my forecast. I say my forecast. And my forecast was so important for the month that my projected what I wanted to be at the end of the month, selling cars and stuff. I need to be at 20 cars and stuff. How I was going to get there? It was my workout, getting up in the morning.
Yeah.
Hitting the treadmill.
Because you were you were tiny.
Yeah, I wasn't tiny. I was still around that 2-something, but I wasn't bulky with the weight.
I love you bulky.
But
I love these muscles.
That's what I needed to incorporate discipline.
Yeah.
I needed that. I needed to
What
work
age
out.
were you when you really started working out?
I would say around 45.
Yeah.
Somewhere like that.
Y'all, listen,
Yeah,
you are
45.
not too late.
45.
I didn't start till I was 50.
But I needed that. I needed that to kind of like get myself going. And I my early days of coming into work, probably had to be there like 9 o'clock. So I would still get up at 6 o'clock, and I was, it was in my complex too. So I would still work out and still be to work on time more.
Yeah.
So it kind of got me being to work, barely getting to work on time. I'm on time. You know what I'm saying? I'm 15, 20 minutes and stuff. But really what messed me up, that when I got COVID. And it was like, man, I got down to 160-something pounds.
What?
Yeah. When you think that you're really in shape, you think that you look good, look at COVID. Affected everyone.
Man, how long did you have it?
Everybody, I had it for around about 2 or 3 months.
What?
Still moving slow. So it took me, it kind of shook me. I was going to live or die.
Really?
So now I had to think about how I'm going to make my immune system.
Golly, 160, you were really small.
So it doesn't matter it doesn't matter, okay, I look good, you work out, but how's all this here?
Yeah.
How is that the blueberry for inflammation? How is the elderberry for this and that.
Yeah.
How's that taken for this? So, and I couldn't even walk to the car without getting tired.
Phew. And you only have one thyroid, right?
Right. But I never joined the gym. I only worked in my complex. I've never been a gym
So y'all,
person.
you do not have to have money to get in shape.
Yeah. So
they even have YouTube workouts.
You got to get serious. So that's what happened. The COVID, it got me real serious about.
Ain't that sad? It takes something like that to get us serious, man.
Because I had to start eating better to have my immune system.
And I'm going to tell y'all something. Sugar feeds cancer.
Yeah.
Sugar feeds everything. You've got to get sugar out of your diet.
So it attacked my body in a certain way that the doctors didn't even know what was wrong.
Man.
I went through 3 different COVID tests.
Man.
Yeah. But I think it was 4 or 5 years ago that I did join the gym. And I had to slowly start walking on a treadmill.
Yeah.
And it took me a month to start getting back in shape, and I gained my weight and start lifting weights and stuff. So, like I said, certain things that what's holding you back, how do you get there?
It's all in your mind.
Yeah.
I talk about the mind all the time, baby, because I know that everything's in your mind, and that mind will lie to you.
Yeah.
And so, y'all, we are cheering you on. Like when I tell you all these challenges I do on my 8 a.m. prayer calls on all my socials, it's for you. Because if you can just get your mind under submission to the word of God, the promises of God, you do not have to die. You can live. You don't have to believe the reports of the doctor. You don't have to carry generational curses of bad DNA, blood cholesterol issues, sugar diabetes issues. You can fix all of it. High blood pressure. You can fix all of it by starting in your mind, saturating your mind with the word of God. You need to get in my RTK inner circle. If you are not in that community, it is a great community where we are supporting each other. I'm talking people that came into that community strung out on drugs are now owning companies and killing it. Sometimes it's just the connections in your life.
Well, let's see what I would do. I will pay $5 towards the first 20 that get in there.
Are you serious?
$5.
Oh.
I'll pay $5 for the first 20.
He's challenging y'all.
The first 20. And the thing is, we want to see your picture before, and I know what it's going to look like after.
Yep. We are guaranteeing this works.
I guarantee it. I'm going to pay $5 toward the first 20.
Okay. And the way you're going to redeem, Angelo, you're putting $5 towards your RTK Inner Circle commitment to this new group that you're getting to be a part of, that every other Monday night I'm pouring into you on Zoom. It's a great community. Is you send RTK questions at gmail.com, RTK questions at gmail.com, and tell us I'm the one of the first 20. And Angelo's going to give you $5 towards your $20 to join. How cool is that? Good job, baby.
How cool is that?
Yes.
We saw some pictures of some of your close friends and what they accomplished in their transformation.
Yeah.
Nona.
Yeah, Nona Jones is killing it.
She's killing it.
Yeah. I would even like to do a challenge with a race.
Yeah.
Like I know on July 4th, we do the Peachtree Run race. And I know that all of you in your own cities, but we could all work towards the next July 4th. You've got to run in your city, and we could all do it in our own cities and take pictures and tag each other. So that's your challenge for the rest of this year, is to get yourself the first priority in your life and take back your life. I love doing this with you. Yes. I love our health. I love feeling good. Y'all know that I've been married before, and I never ever walked around naked in any of those relationships because I just didn't feel good about myself. And I'm just so thankful.
They didn't look like this, though.
No, they did not. They did not look like you. You have challenged me. But it does matter whenever you take care of yourself. You feel good around your spouse and you carry yourself well, and that's attractive to him. That's attractive to her. And so you start, whether your husband or wife is a couch potato, if you start taking care of yourself, they are going to start taking care of themselves too. So we hope you enjoyed this podcast. guys. We love you so much. If you have any questions, you would like our input on ideas, if you have any questions about anything you heard today, rtkquestions@gmail.com. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel that you're watching or listening from. We love you. We're praying for you. God, go before you. Make the crooked way straight. And we prophesy the Amos 9:13 over your life. It won't be long now. God's decree said things are about to happen so fast. Your head is about to spin. Blessing upon blessing. You won't be able to keep up. We love you so much. And we'll see you next week right here on Wednesday.